guys, I'm Hannah. I'm from Word Alive. Um, I don't love public speaking, so okay, so as we were finishing up our last couple of days of discipleship, I was really reflecting and thinking back on how I felt like each level has been a new puzzle piece, and I feel like I actually see a full picture now. In level one, we were taught about our identity in Christ. Level two was about who God is to us. And now level three has shown us how to live out our faith. So I'm just going to quickly share something personal that happened, but I have to kind of give some background. For the past 5 years, I've been dealing with pretty bad eczema on my hands. I use hand sanitizer hundreds of times a day, and I go through gloves like it's water. So I think the mix of those really irritated my skin over time. Like I would get really itchy, like blisters on some days, and then other days it would be literally as dry as a desert. And of course, with all eczema, it causes your skin to crack because it just breaks down your skin. My skin would be so red and raw that just scratching it would make it like crack and bleed. And it sounds gross, I know, but this was my life for 5 years. I spent hundreds of dollars on every lotion and cream to find one that would work. I bought tape to hold my skin together, and I needed prescription steroids to help with the itching. It would be like all over the back of my hands, my knuckles, and around my fingers. And every time I like use my hands, the pain would make it hard for me to even wash them or make a fist because it would like cause the cracks to deepen and stretch. It's not a great way to function for someone who works with their hands every single day. And I've like prayed for my eczema many times, but it would just go through seasons of like healing, and then it would just itch and crack again when I went back to work. It wasn't until literally like the third week of level three when we finally learned about God's power within us, and I like declared healing over my eczema with full faith and authority. Like that weekend, I noticed my skin healed completely over, but I was still kind of skeptical about it. It wasn't until the next week I went back to work for 3 days in a row, and there was still not a single crack. It was the first time in 5 years that my hands didn't crack after back-to-back shifts. I was so shocked, and I couldn't stop telling everyone with a big smile on my face. And now it's been a little over a month, and I'm still amazed. My hands finally look like my hands, and I can wash them and open them freely, or wash and like close and open them freely. Um, I originally wasn't going to say this part, but I was fixing up my testimony, or like what I wrote last night, and God gave me this revelation. He brought back a memory of me applying to nursing school. And in that personal statement that I wrote, I specifically said that I wanted to be Jesus's hands and feet. I wanted to use my hands and feet to serve and care for others. But what I realized last night was that Satan has been trying to stop me for 5 years now. He used what I said and targeted exactly that, my hands and feet, like not only by causing eczema, like specifically in my hands only, but also pain in my feet. There were like many times where I questioned if I should leave nursing because of my physical pain. And two different people in my family even said that maybe I should find another job where I don't have to use hand sanitizer or don't have to be on my feet as much. And I knew that if I gave up, Satan would have won, but God didn't let me give up, and I'm glad I didn't. Um, so now I look at my hands and I'm reminded of God's goodness and his power that I carry with me. Like what we've been learning, don't get discouraged when things look hard or look impossible. Just look straight to God's power and know he's got everything under control. Level three really changed my perspective to see how differently we can live life if we know who we are and the power we have in him.